What's going on, everybody? How are we all doing this fine afternoon? Today, we're going to be spending a little bit of time talking about the beautiful game. That is both FIFA, sometimes, and the entire game of soccer or football, depending on whatever you want to call it. Specifically, the 11 best players from last calendar year, from 2021. Today, we're going to be going over my starting 11 and my best 11 for FIFA 22's Team of the Year. So, let's get into it. Starting off here, we have our goalkeeper selection. Courtois, Donnarumma, Ederson, Mainen, Martinez, Mendy, and Oblak make up the seven players selected for this Team of the Year. I know a lot of people are probably going to go off the bat for Donnarumma. I don't watch the French league very much, so I don't really know what his kind of season or his last year has looked like. But I know in FIFA, the link to Marquinhos, the link to Kimpembe, the French link back line with Mbappe and all that kind of stuff that I talked about in the last video. But I think Donnarumma is probably going to get in for that reason. However, my choice for this is going to be down here, and Edouard Mendy. Last season, not last season, but in 2021, in the 53 games that Chelsea and Mendy had played in that, Mendy held on to 29 clean sheets in those 53 games, which I think is incredible. So he's going to be my first selection into, if I can get him, there we go. My first selection into the Team of the Year votes. I think, like I said, Donnarumma is going to get that for the community, because Team of the Year in FIFA is always voted on by the community. First player here is David Alaba. Can't really see him right there. Trent has a shot, but I don't think he will. Asp, especially after the Manchester City game, I don't think he's going to get in. Bonucci, Chiellini, the Juve back line has always been solid. Bonucci, also with the Euro winner, might get in there. Davies, with that heart problem, hope he's okay. Hakimi probably also going to get in just as a community vote. I wish I could vote for Hummels, but I just don't think I can. João Cancelo, on the other hand, I think João Cancelo in Man City, he looked very good against Chelsea. I think he's going to go in as the first selected player for the back line. Now, we keep going back. There's the Marquinhos and Koundé. I think a lot of people are going to go for Ruben Dias. Yeah, I think Ruben Dias is going to go in there. Trippier with the Norwich Newcastle United badge. That's hard to see. I do like Kevin Trippier, and I'll miss him at Atletico Madrid. Kyle Walker, Premier League again. I think I'm going to do something a little different. I think we're going to put Bonucci in mainly for the Euro winning or tying goal for that. I think we're going to give him, he's got to be involved in that. So there. And then who do I pick last? I'm tempted to pick Rudiger. Yeah, might as well. We'll pick Rudiger into there for the midfield slot. Get that for chemistry, get that strong link there, even though it does not matter in the slightest. But now we're moving on to the midfield. There's one person that I know that is in here that I don't know necessarily deserves to be in Team of the Year, but I'm going to vote for him both for myself and also for the series on the channel, The Rick into Glory. And that is this guy that I'm hovering over right now in Joshua Kimmich. Chuck him in there. Perfect. Always like to see it. And then besides that, I mean, you get De Bruyne, Conte, Jorginho, I want to put in. He finished third, if I'm not mistaken, in the Ballon d'Or. So I think he deserves it based on that. But I don't know if I want to put him in there for Team of the Year in FIFA. I think he easily deserves a top 11 mention if we're just talking general stuff. But for FIFA, I don't think he does. Come to the end. Same with Verratti, kind of for that reason. And Muller. This is kind of getting down to the issue here. We'll put Kevin De Bruyne in. Kevin De Bruyne, I think, always is also one of those players that kind of gets in every year, and I think deservedly so. Bruno Fernandes, I don't think is going to make it in mine. I've seen a lot of Team of the Year votes that do have him in there, but I don't think he's going to get in on mine. I think that last spot, I'm looking at Conte. And he does look. How can you say no to that face?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the applause. Good evening, everyone. It's a huge honor to be here today.
Like, come on, Conte or Son, kind of the same way. Both two players that personality-wise win you over all the time. Yeah, we'll throw Conte in there. He'd help with, again, the Rick and the Glory, getting the link to Christian Pulisic that we have in the Kovacic cards that we have in there. I think there's one man just off the bat that we can always throw in there. That Lewandowski.
But yeah, we in Bayern, we have Robert Lewandowski. You know, Robert Lewandowski.
Besides that, Ronaldo, I don't think this year Ronaldo or Messi are going to make it in. I don't think they've been standout players necessarily. Then there's the fight between Mbappe and Haaland, which I think just Mbappe's not even the best attacker. I think that is Haaland. I think Haaland's been the best last year. I did a little bit of research on him. He played 51 games last year. He assisted 13 goals and scored almost 50. He had 49 goals and 13 assists in 51 games. If that doesn't tell me that you're the best player in the world, maybe not the best player in the world, but the best like attacking, just straight goal scoring player, I don't know what does. 49 and 51. That's incredible. He didn't score in every single game. He scored a brace or a hat trick in a couple of those, and then also didn't contribute in other games. But, averaging out almost a goal a game is incredible. There's rumors that he's leaving Dortmund, but I know a lot of articles are clickbaiting that and saying that Dortmund's pushing them out. All they're doing is trying to work something out to look for Dortmund's future of what are you doing? We can't wait till the season's over to make a decision on what we want to do. We need to know what you're doing now or as soon as possible, so that we, Dortmund, can figure out what we want to do for the front line. Do you keep Malen alone up top? Do you go out and buy somebody else, or what do you do there? But it's a little bit of a sidetrack. The last player that we are looking for, Vlahovic has been very, very good for Fiorentina. This is tough. I feel like Mbappe is going to get in there. Lukaku, he just hasn't played very well. Insigne now going to the MLS. I don't know, is that transfer going to be summer or is that January transfer? I'm not really sure. If you know, let me know down below in the comments if that's going to be a January transfer or a winter transfer. Summer or winter transfer. Said the same thing twice. I think I'm going to have to go Mo Salah, honestly. I don't think a couple of years ago, I didn't think he was as good as a lot of people said he was. But I think that now, this season and last calendar year, I think he was definitely one of the top strikers and top forwards, not striker, but top attackers, top wingers in the world. But that is my team for FIFA 22's team of the year. I don't think this is the best 11 players, like I said, just in the world of football. But I think for FIFA and with FIFA, everything regarding that, I think this is the team that we're going to go ahead and submit for team of the year. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free to go down below, hit that like button. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. But for now, take care. Peace.